Elbow Falls is a unique set of waterfalls along the Elbow River. The hike from the parking lot is less than half a kilometer, and you just have to head west on Highway 22. It's easily less than an hour's drive from Calgary, so a great place to stop. And it's nearby Bragg Creek, so a great place to stop for lunch after your short hike. As I mentioned, the hike to the actual waterfalls from the parking lot is quite short. It's only 0.4 kilometers, and it's very accessible. The pathways are almost like sidewalks. There is about a 1 kilometer loop to the east of the falls. Those trails are a little more challenging, and so if accessibility is an issue for you, the trails at the back loop are probably a little more challenging. And there are a ton of other hiking venues around this general area. A little farther west, there's a Fullerton Loop. There's some good hiking in there, and you can make a longer day of it. We did feel like we wanted a little bit longer hike, so we drove over to the West Bragg Creek Provincial Recreation Area, and there's tons of pathways in this area, whether it be for hiking, mountain biking. There's cross-country skiing trails, equestrian trails, and snowshoeing trails, so you can use this area throughout the year. And one of the things we like about this area is it's probably some of the best kept hiking in Alberta. The signage is excellent. There's maps as you go through the West Bragg Creek area, and there's great markings on trails. And one of the things that we like is some of the rougher trails. There's some really easier trails, but there's also some rougher trails, like the snowshoeing routes. But the signage for the snowshoeing routes are up high on the trees, and so that's because during the snow, when there's snow, it's hard to see the paths. But this during the summer makes it really easy to keep track of where the trails are, and you're not as likely to get lost. After our hike in West Bragg Creek Provincial Recreation Area, I'd say we hiked about 6 or 7 kilometers. We could have hiked a lot more, but between the two hikes, that was enough for us for the day. But we drove back into town, which is only a couple kilometers from the hiking area, and stopped in at Powderhorn Saloon. Now, I don't normally give a shameless plug, but there are quite a few nice places to eat in Bragg Creek. But we did stop at the saloon, the Powderhorn Saloon, and it's classic pub food. But these folks really do pub food right, and the prices are quite reasonable. So worth a stop if you're in Bragg Creek at either one of these hiking spots. Definitely worth kind of driving into the main town site to grab a bite to eat. There's tons of cows here. There's a little calf up here.